So welcome back to Russell's Rides. I'm going to get you caught up on what's been going on so far. Last week we just kind of did a little freestyle stuff, but I have been working on the body. It's getting pretty well close to being ready to go in the tent. A few more things I got to touch up. Found some dents up here. They're super minor dents, but I found them. I'm sure some more will pop up when we get a coat of primer on her, but got it masked. Trying to plug up all these holes. They're everywhere for the trim. Went to Harbor Freight. They had a silicone plug kit. Of course I ran out, but there's still holes to be plugged. A lot of these are the holes that they drilled for the undercoating that they put on it when it was new, but some of the ones I was able to get behind and get some tape, like in there and there. Got the doors masked, windows masked. I've already sanded, went over it with sandpaper as best I can. Engine bay, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but using aluminum is a really time saver. You can cut strips of it off and just lay it down and just wrap it around. Acts just like tape. So when you go to paint, see, I didn't want to take all this out. I just wanted to, because when I shoot, I'm going to be shooting mainly this here. I'm not concerned about down underneath. This isn't going to be a, you know, $50,000 car when it's done, so I'm going to be driving it too. That's pretty much how I painted the Javelin over here, and it worked out really well. You can still get around, you know, a lot of stuff. The paint will get in behind it too. It'll be all right there. And yeah, been working on the lower rockers today. These seem to be galvanized for some reason. They used galvanized paint or metal, because when you're sanding down here, you could tell the paint's gone, but there's really no rust. But it's got to mask this off. I treated the rust down in here with some rust to seal it. I don't really want to dig down inside here and disturb anything more than I need to. It'll be fine. This is where the sunroof lays on. Again, this car is not going to be sitting outside in the weather. It's not going to be driven in snow, ice, and all that. So I think we'll be good on all that. Did some work on been working on the door. Had to weld in pieces of metal in here, and here, and here, and then been getting that smoothed out. And of course, there's dents up here that I've smoothed out. It doesn't look good, but it's smooth. I've had multiple layers of glass and some spot putty in there. All those little rust spots that were on there that I did, I've got a little sandblaster that's got a cone on it. You just put it over there and hit it a couple times, and it'll blast all that rust out, and then put some acid etch primer on it to keep it from re-rusting. Not too concerned about these areas. Same on the car too, because that rubber strip is what goes on this. But I did go ahead and smooth that thing wiki out there. Then I got to flip it over and prep the bottom side of it. All that stuff there has got to come off. You can still get these through the Marty report. He could reproduce it, and then I'll just buy a new one and stick a new one on there. Have the correct information and everything. But I wanted to show you something about these strips that go on here, these rubber strips. Let me show you on a couple of cars of ours. For you guys that have Fox bodies, you probably know about this real well, or you may not. When these rubber strips get old, they'll pull up on the ends. What's happening is the rubber is drying out and contracting and shrinking, and these moldings have a metal, it's like a tin metal that's sealed onto the rubber on the backside. It's like molded onto it, and the metal doesn't shrink, so that's what causes them to curl up on the ends. This one was painted before I knew about how to fix that. This 85 here was the first one when I knew about it when we did it. See, I remounted these and they're nice and flat. They don't stick up on the ends. We'll go over to the workbench and I'll show you how to fix that issue. All right, we're here at the workbench. This is one of the rubber moldings off the pace car. You can see I've already started on it somewhat. These rubber double-sided foam tape is what holds them on. Of course, you got to peel all that stuff off first. Go ahead and finish this, and then this is the metal that we're going to be peeling off. Take like a razor blade or whatever, it'll come off, but that'll work for what we're doing. And then I've got some soft jaws. Just going to hold them in there like that. You want to get you some gloves. They're not too thin because this stuff gets hot. You grab a pair of pliers too. What you want to do, let's start up here. They get kind of tricky to start at first, but once you get them started, they come right off. Try to catch that bottom lip of the metal. Once you can grab a hold of them, and it comes off pretty easy when you get the right temperature. And of course, when you get done, all this will be off, and you could reapply some double stick 3M, that black tape that's real thin. Just lay some strips on either side of this. I sometimes put some across in here, and you just reapply it, and you don't have that issue anymore. In case you didn't know it, I thought you'd be interested in that. That's how you can save that, so you don't have to buy the brand new ones they're selling now, which are, I think they're over a couple $100 for a set. All right, some of you guys may have been noticing this in the background. This is one of those things you buy off of Temu or whatever. It's tint that you paint in, basically. But they're only good for, you know, a couple times, and they get so dirty you can't use them anymore. What we got to do next, the body of the car, I still got all kinds of stuff in here that has to come out. I got to find a place to store it. Can you guess what color the car was I painted last time in here? This is a Javelin, green Javelin. But we got to clean all this out. I got to pull the floor out, clean underneath it, all brush down the sides as best I can. Shake the floor out, vacuum, mop, whatever I get to do. And then next thing is we're going to be getting that body in here. It's close enough I could just push it in here and get it out there. The rear hatch, I still got to work. This is the passenger door, which I have to work it. So it'll have to come out next. I got the driver's door out there right now. And I do have a replacement bumper. I don't know if I showed you that or not, but this one's in pretty good shape. There's no tears in it. It's not warped or anything. And I have a matching nose piece for the grill. That's in the basement in the house right now. And here's my skirts for the front, mirrors, rest of my side molding. That's the plan. We got to get the car in here, and then won't be too much longer. I'm going to be shooting some probably epoxy primer on it, so it'll seal it all up, because it's got bare metal, old paint, you know, rust preventative paint. It's got self-etching primer on it. But yeah, that's what we got to be doing next, probably. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate you joining me every week. Thanks for those subscribers, and we'll catch you next time.